So we're waiting for the moment.
Just waiting for our teams to get ready to go. Looks like everybody is ready, but we've got some questions asked from the referee. He's saying, "Wait a second, I
Where's
can't
the
help
water?
you, man." Yeah.
I need some water bottles.
He's like, "I'm not the referee. I can't help you out. I don't know." Vengeance look pretty rock solid. Still some discussion in the Juventus booth. And they do have to get something to work for them because it didn't look super great the first time around. We do have our last minute sips of water before we get into our Group B decider match.
Yeah, I told you it was the water.
Good call, G-Clef.
Yes, H2O. That's
well
what
played.
we all need right now. Also.
Is it? Is it?
Well, water with a lot of sugar.
Well, I was going to think of like water with like tea in it, or like water with honey in it.
Yes.
That would
honey
be what I need. But
plus tea, plus ginseng,
ooh,
Arizona green tea.
Korean red ginseng?
Arizona green tea.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Good call.
Is the answer. 99 cents still.
Let's go ahead and get into it. This is our first game in our penultimate series of the day. Our second place Brazilian team, Juventus, facing off against Vengeance from Indonesia.
Ooh, just diving in, 3 men, going straight in, all the way into the crossway, all the way into the blue res. They're getting the members down, only 1 down. Doing their push all the way in. So getting very low grenades. We'll catch one of the lower ones.
How do they move that fast? Vengeance, their superpower is super speed. The Flash.
They want to speed run this game right now.
But that was like a 40-second victory for them? Oh my goodness. Running all the way in. How do they do that? And we might just see another steamroll here, G-Clef.
Red room. Not this time. They are slowly approaching the main hallway.
A little bit of a respawn that time, so they can't quite just run straight in. But oh my God,
that's what you do sometimes. The very first game in the clan war, you just get ready, and then as soon as you get in, you just rush in, and the opponent sometimes gets super surprised.
Yeah, you really can't expect that to happen every time.
That's exactly why, especially for the very first round. You do end up throwing the grenade all the way into the hallway.
You have to stop things like that.
I know, just in case there's a fastest rush, which is always possible. At least damaging or at least slowing the push down a little bit. That has been the attack. And this time will be the main hallway, going straight in all the way to the stairs.
Yeah, right up there. Oscar's actually doing a lot of damage there, but a nade forward there is going to stop that in its tracks. 2 casualties early, and this is really the correct reaction from Juventus to try to stop Vengeance from just running straight into them.
Let's end up with the 3 kills.
Oh,
coming all the way to the
around the
side,
corner. They do it again. Vengeance. They're slaying. 2-0 in a row, and it's looking good for our Indonesian representatives.
How many rounds does Juventus need? 8, right?
So they are running out of room.
They are running out of room. They need 3 at least before they lose in the first half.
Yeah.
And if they cannot get 3 in the first half, they are actually knocked out.
They are out of there. Yeah, it would be a win for
even without
Vengeance.
the second half.
And maybe that's why Vengeance are playing so hot and heavy right now, because they know that if they can throw Juventus off of their comfort zone, even if they throw away a couple of rounds, it's the pressure that is ultimately going to force them to give in. So
I know Vengeance, they are basically guaranteed. So close to it, as long as they secure a few rounds.
Plan B right now. They got their fingers crossed. No 8 rounds. That's what they're praying for. But Mon says, I got to say, this guy has really been impressing me. He is the highest fragger on the team right now. It doesn't look like that's slowing down, but the game itself has slowed down a little bit. It's the most time we've had without shots being fired for a long time.
So it's a great grenade.
Yep, throwing grenades up there onto the balcony. Got to clear it off there. No nade kills, just a little bit of damage traded right back and forth. Right as I say that, the Caster Kirk kicks in, and it's 2 kills immediately there for Vengeance. And now they're going to look to push the advantage. 3 on the stairs.
Yeah, 3 on the stairs, which means they are stuck right in there. 1 on top, 1 right next to the bottom from the hallway, 1 from the B ramp at the same time. So they're kind of stuck in that B zone.
Yeah, they're like shooting fish in a barrel here.
Oh, the last one down, 5 HP. Goes down.
Yep.
It goes to the sideway from the crossway.
Shooting fish in a...
Slowly coming in, but the point is that not at the A side, it is actually B side this time.
You are correct. Yeah, it's all about that B bomb site, but now actually moving back around, heading right up the middle of the B ramp. But that's
any damage will just take him out. That's 3 already going to Vengeance.
What Are we just gonna end the game right now? Wow, this is really, really impressive from Vengeance. They know exactly when to hold them and when to fold them, when to go aggressive and when to walk away and when to run, as it were.
Oh, a bait! You do see the bait from Juventus this time.
Are they gonna go for it though?
The hallway.
Are they gonna fall for it? As soon as we see things resume, that is gonna be what decides it. And it's already an early loss here. Juventus losing one. Can they make up the difference?
I think they do smell the bait as they go all the way
through all that smoke. I doubt it. But Nade's coming out there trying to just make a little bit of space for themselves. Wiz actually getting knocked a little bit there by that frag, and it's going to be his untimely demise there. DeClint just taking a lot of damage, losing the one-on-one.
Losing the one-on-one, but down to 2v2 members. Actually, the bait did not work as they intended. Down to one member. Finally, Juventus will take a round off of Vengeance.
Pistol kill there for the icing on top. I love it. That's one way to get momentum back in your favor.
And then a set has started for Juventus. And maybe if Vengeance will try something else in this case, as they are slowing down their attack just a little bit compared to the previous 3 rounds.
First, we have to fire in some holes, G-Clef. Trust running forward along with the rest of his team. They are going to be pushing up the main hallway, trying to get a little bit of a better angle on the bomb site.
Slowly, though.
Yeah.
There are at least 2 or 3 in the railing.
That's very impressive to see from Vengeance, that they can play both of the paces, both of the styles of this game. Coming around the corner, lots of nades left to be thrown out.
A lot of damage from the nade. That's
wow,
why a
Vengeance
lot of the members were taken out.
Okay, Trust, you had a lot on your shoulders there, buddy. Got crushed in the end. A second win for Juventus. They have to pick up, keep in mind, guys, they have to pick up at least 3 wins here before they lose in order to stay in the running.
At least we're only talking about the first half. Because even if they get only 3, they have to get all 5 in the second half.
Right. So, yeah, first half, at least 3 wins. That's what we need. To see them keep their hopes alive. If they can't, well, then they will unfortunately be out of here. And Vengeance will advance in first place with Plan B from Turkey in second.
Ooh, that was dangerous. Almost stepped out and got caught. Only got a little bit of damage, but that could have been super dangerous coming in because he did not have the fastest respawn either.
Yeah, coming up the A hall and, of course, the narrow hallway, both are a lot of Vengeance clustered around that area, trying to look through. Of course, action around the main hallway as well. And B, I think I saw at least 1 member over there.
Trying to have a smoke as soon as it's gone. Make sure no one's baiting.
Yeah, no baits allowed right now. Where are we focusing on right here? There's a little bit of action going on a little bit everywhere on the map, so it's hard to keep track of absolutely everything. Over by narrow hallway, but still looking to find where you need to throw your long-range nades to start off this next phase.
Keeping still. For now, there are lots of grenades dropping down right now. As the one comes, it will actually dodge it. Nicely done. Second one does catch the kill, but in a trade.
Yeah, beautiful play to take out a 1-for-1, and that's really going to signal the next phase of the game. We only have a minute and a half left, so it's 50 seconds left to plant the bomb. A lot of pressure here on the Vengeance. But if anyone knows how to handle it, it would be them. They're going to start to push down up through the very middle, up through B ramp. Where's that A hall? I can't keep track as things are spinning around a little bit.
So they're going towards the A hall?
Yep.
Because the B ramp, it seems like it's closed. There's a smoke already dropping down from blue, but if they go on front, there's the left side and the right side together, so they actually have to go all the way around to the crossway and making it to B. Shots all over!
Oh my god, just really getting a full spread up there. Nowhere to run or hide. Vengeance at risk of it getting taken out here. This would give Juventus the kills that they need. The win that they need in order to keep their hopes alive. But, oh man, blue team winning here. Juventus get their 3 wins.
At least 3. They had to have these 3 to at least tie up. And looking into the second half, they are actually bringing their swing here after dropping the initial first 3, taking the later 3 for themselves.
Don't call it a comeback. Juventus might have peaked a little bit later, but looks like they have a lot of potential here. I want to see Vengeance go back to their aggressive strat. It seemed like that was working out for them, but it looks like their playstyle has changed just a little bit.
Yes, Juventus actually pulled everything back so far. Right next to the stairs, they are actually having all the 5 men. They are actually willing to go let the B side go for a little bit and make sure they actually come down all the way down. Look at that. Going all the way. We're not really getting the action. Actually gets us multi-kills. All
Wow,
the way.
yeah. Mon says this guy's been a monster, by far the highest fragger on his team, really killing it this round, and he stays alive there. It's a 2-on-2. If you had to pick 2 to keep alive there for Vengeance, you have the 2 that you want.
Only down to 2v2. As they want the C4 to be placed into the A site.
Yeah, here
Ooh,
we go.
I think he did spot him.
Flow
Yes,
coming
he did.
around. Yeah, wow, beautiful headshot there. And it's going to take out Monses. That leaves only Oscar left alive here for Vengeance. He is in that bomb site, but can he get the plant down?
Yeah, he does have more than enough time to get that plant down, and he will be right next to it unless he actually is confident enough to go around. And they do hear him climbing up a little bit.
Okay, so they'll know where he is. Nade out just to limit his options. Coming around the corner. Is the damage there? Damage done. The kill is down, and that's going to be the defuse as well. Beautiful play here by Juventus. They looked a little bit shaky, getting rushed down early on, but blue team does win. They'll take their 4th win of the round. That means next round, all they need are 4 wins as well.
They pulled back so much in a way so they could actually have so much cover from their teammates all together. 2 to 3 on the railings, and right next to him a stair, and then one behind in the next to the blue respawn towards the A zone.
Well, now we might just see a return to that aggression. Vengeance get punished for it, though. 2 dead immediately.
Oh, to that from the grenade!
Look at that landing. Only 1 left alive. An insta-wipe for Juventus, taking round number 1.
What just happened? As one single switch onto the positioning, pulling everything into the blue respawn, and just keeping the ramp together, the stair to be towards the B and between A and B, has been the answer against the super aggressive push coming from Vengeance.
What's really cool for me to think about is not only like we can watch and see these players and the teams play different strategies, but I mean these are human lives. These are 5 people on each team from totally different regions of the world. They get different lives, they get different hopes, dreams, all this stuff. And they've come together to play point blank. And they've made it in this game that is so popular in their individual countries to this spot. And so all of that fuels like their play styles, their individual abilities. There's a lot behind this. So we can say their gamer tag, right? What does that really represent? Well, there's a lot behind this. And really, honestly, for Juventus, they got to channel all of this power because they have their home crowd that they're rooting for them. They've got that pressure of being on stage in the biggest event for point blank in the world. That's a lot of pressure, and they're really performing. They came in as maybe a slight underdogs against a very strong region like Indonesia, and they're on the verge of not necessarily knocking them out, but of taking a win off a team that could be one of the strongest in this entire tournament.
All they need is 4 more rounds, and they are going to be attacking this time, switching side. Juventus on to the red side, and Vengeance will be going to that blue side. Here we go. We are ready to jump into the second half of this match.
Second half swapping sides. Vengeance, what's the split going to be like? 3 hanging back, 1 advanced guard. Can't quite exactly see who it is, but for Juventus, this is their opportunity. How do they want to play this aggressive style? It doesn't look like they're going to go quite as hot and heavy as Vengeance did round 1.
Let's look. No one near the railing. Difference. 2 in the railing, one coming from the B to cover. There's a grenade kill.
Wow.
Secured. He had no place to run with multiple grenades coming out.
Yeah, really kind of between a rock and a hard place. One of those was a grenade. So I blew him up, as grenades are wont to do, and that's going to be an early casualty, but still trying to make this pressure happen, coming through main hallway, trying to push towards the railing and the ramp to second.
From the main hallway, still having some fights here. That's only 1 loss from the grenade, and that was basically it. Not too much damage done by the guns. As she gets another kill.
A little bit of a lull in the action, just waiting for grenades, but waiting does not seem to be working out for Juventus. They do come back around, looking for now a push into A, but I don't know if switching horses midstream is necessarily a good strategy for them to have. Pushing through smoke now.
This
is
getting
a little bit
because they have gathered everyone here now. One came from the side all the way around. Maybe they can just drop down and then push all the way into the A site. Oh, gets two.
No. The answer is no to that question. They just get completely dominated. Now it's going to be one final desperate hope there. Nope. Juventus will lose, I think, LZN there at the end. So that's going to do it for them. An early win. Keep in mind, they do still need 4 wins on the board to keep their hopes alive. They cannot afford to be giving away losses that put Vengeance closer and closer to ending the series before they can pick up those crucial 4 wins.
Vengeance need all the 5 to actually pick it up here. Before Juventus hits that round number 4 for themselves.
Running through the red room here is Light, and he's been a good member for the team, but not their strongest. Maybe needing to step it up a little bit right now. Heading now towards A.
So a little bit more as Vengeance also positioning themselves really on the backside, having multiple angles in the B site as well. Actually, one comes from behind.
What? How did he even get there? I was not.
Because this Flo was actually in the red room and he actually missed. And he will actually safely retreat back.
I can't believe he missed that. No, great shots to end. I think it was DeClint. Yeah, to take out DeClint, but that's all she wrote. Vengeance takes an easy second round.
Actually missed the rotation from blue side coming all the way.
It's rare that you don't see it, but also you didn't even hear it either.
I know, if you only focus on the room, if you're in the red room number 2, you're actually quite away from the room number 1. You can hear it, but when you're firing all those shots and there are lots of bombs just going off, grenades, then you may actually miss those footsteps.
We got to keep an eye on Bezin as he was taking a little bit of heat there for a second. Doesn't go down or anything. Trust those the low health member, and he can't afford to peek anymore. So a little bit of a stalemate there along. I think that was A-Hall. So not going to be able to push quite through that as easily as they would have liked. Up around the narrow hallway towards the west side of the map. Although if it spins around, is it really still west? I don't know how we decide that. But yeah, it's a very, very dangerous hallway to walk through. So nobody able to make a whole lot of progress right there.
Drawing a few of the bombs.
Aim battle lost there. Juventus lose Light. 4 on 4 for now. This is actually really tense. Vengeance are on a little bit of a roll, so they do need to keep their momentum going. See if they can. Bezin peeking. I think he has got a good angle there, but he can't afford to be too vulnerable without the rest of his team. Coming around the corner there, looking for the aim duel. Can LZN get it? No, he goes down there. This is disaster. Juventus just losing 1, 2 in a row, and now Flo goes down. He is taken out, and Juventus dropped their 3rd round in a row.
You just need 2 more to close out the match before Juventus takes any more rounds into the second half. As their pushes has been super slow compared to how Vengeance was actually pushing it in the first 3 rounds of this game.
Pistols, maybe that's the way back into it. I don't think so. Juventus, this is a very uncharacteristic round for them. Can they pull things back here? I don't want to say it's in Flo's hands, but it's like you said earlier, G-Clef, just everybody needs to get a kill. Currently, we've got a couple of people on Juventus who still have yet to really cash in on that, whereas Vengeance, they have really, really been literally killing it so far. This is kind of a little bit of a lull in the action. See this pretty characteristically, but I don't know if he's aware that there's somebody behind the podium. I think he has to know that it's a possibility, but no,
they don't.
They will walk around
and ignore it.
Mowed down instantly. A terrible oversight. The bait works out, and Vengeance just slaughter their way to an early 2-on-3.
Actually gets the biggest comeback here. Only 1 left now.
Flo, he picked the time to turn on the juice. This guy is killing it, and now it's actually a 2-on-1. It's up to DeClint. No. It's a nice comeback there. Juventus put themselves on the board in the second half.
Yeah, even with that big bait, only catching 2. Of course, the 3rd one that was coming up did hear the shot and pointed the shots right at them, but not in time to get a better trade. But still, look at that. Big comeback can always happen.
Power double crisp, man. Really able to put out
Mhm.
insane damage so fast. So a nice way to pick up a couple of early kills. Snowballs giving Vengeance that lead. But keep in mind, there's still only 2 wins away from closing the series out and sending Juventus home in last place, Group B.
So just being super slow. No real push is going to be coming in from B side. More of a backup plan.
Yeah, just kind of playing around that A-hall narrow hallway area. Light, kind of the backup guard for for Juventus, but already an early casualty. 4-on-4 for now. I thought they were going to go for a bomb plant there. I'm like, yeah, you can't plant there. No. So a little bit of a lonely action as well. It happens around this 2-minute mark as both teams are waiting for their grenades, just keeping an eye on where the other team's rotations are going. Check out Lights. He is near the blue side.
It actually opens up all the way into blue side. They want them to come in so they can create better angles. They have a trap right in there with, I believe, 2 or 3 even in the B side. So
Are they gonna
Juventus
spring that
smelling that. I think they're trying to go around.
Trying to get the literal
Perfect.
drop on the blue team, and they will there. An instant kill there on to Vengeance. They're going to lose 1, 2. A beautiful rotation. Juventus pull the trigger and come out with a big lead there, but can they keep it going? It's a 1v1. The aim duel. This is the pinnacle of what Point Blank is. Point Blank, the distance between these 2 players, and in the end, it's Vengeance that come out with a 4th kill.
And they only need 1 more round, and throwing the grenade at that critical timing. Sometimes you think you can actually land, but in the 1v1, you need to make sure you have enough time. And when you're so low, when you try to throw in the grenade, you may actually die from the damage.
Yeah, it's a big decision to make, right? And he went for it. I think you really do have to in those situations, but either way, let's talk about how clutch this is. 1 game away from Vengeance securing themselves first place in their group and a trip to the semifinals tomorrow. Can they close it out? Can they send Juventus home? I mean, I guess they're already home, but home even further. Vengeance have looked very, very strong from a strong region. We'll see if they can hammer that home. So what's their strategy looking like for potentially the final game of the second half?
Well, really falling behind. Placing 1 and 2 in the crossway right next to towards the B hall.
Yeah, in that narrow hallway, we'll see if they can maybe make it out of there towards that A site. It's very difficult. Oh, frag's thrown out there. I guess that was actually a smoke there in the hallway, dropping down, but right into the face of another. Oh, thank God that was a smoke. I thought it was a frag. So no casualties yet for Juventus. They stay strong at 5 alive, but taking down Vengeance, an early casualty. Bezin dropping down around, trying to go through. I think that was the stairs underneath the blue respawn.
Did he success?
Yep. Okay, LZN coming around the corner. Can he find the shots? No, that's a wall. Also, nobody hiding behind the podium at the top of the stairs, so he'll be pretty happy about that.
Just making sure. They were baited last time.
Okay, he was waiting for the nade. Nope, nobody behind there. It's a great vantage point for him to push forward and take control of, but a lot of action happening here. Oh my God, the shots are so good. Juventus really kicking it in the clutch. A 2-on-4. How good can the last surviving member of Vengeance be? A 1-on-3. And Declan, I don't know if this is your game, man.
And that is not going to be the case. And Juventus will bounce back once again, bringing it to 2-4. Still
2 more wins, G-Clef.
Yeah, still Vengeance on a match point, though.
Indeed it is. And just maybe mere seconds away from ending Juventus' life here at the Point Blank World Challenge. Oh my God, this doesn't get much tenserer than this.
Trying to poke in a little bit and then falling behind in the main hall.
Yeah, just pulling back to red respawn, and I think that makes a lot of sense.
Oftentimes, even as a sniper, not just as a sniper with rifles, you do want to wait in the room because as long as you just have 1 watching the back, just in case there's a blue person coming around from the main hallway, just make sure you have 1 from the respawn and then have the rest of the 4 going all the way to the red room. You want to have that angle as you basically control this long path all the way in.
Yeah, controlling narrow hallway and then A hall as well.
Mhm.
Just moving back and forth, trying to keep an eye on everything on the left-hand side of the map. That's the goal here.
Let's see as overnades come in. Red side to trying to make some attacks complete. They will actually use the door and maybe go into the A side. That can actually be a help.
This is
There's
a
no one in
big
it.
move. The entry frag there comes through, and Juventus take an early casualty. Still a 4-on-4, but very, very low health there on Light. He is going to have to play back and use the rest of his team's body shields. Looking for the aim duels, but it's not coming their way. Vengeance take a big kill, and now it's a 4-on-1.
Only one kill.
Huge
away.
frag there. This could do it right now. Juventus need 2 wins, and they might just not get the chance here. Flo, the last surviving member, trying to keep his team's hopes alive, but he's revealed himself walking down the stairs there and can't find the shots on to Vengeance.
We're just buying time, just making sure you have the backup from all of your teammates, and actually find the kill here.
Wow.
That one man, more.
Okay, at this point, I think Vengeance.
This is
just
super hard, even in the point, out of the point, and then all the way to the far end. That's going to be the one ending, and Vengeance will secure themselves and move on to day number 2.
In
with
first
the
place.
Results. Yes. And Juventus, they're really close. Only one game off of possibly tying. And 2 games off of actually advancing into day number 2.
Well, congratulations. I think very well deserved to Vengeance. A very strong team from a very strong region historically. And they will advance on to the semifinals. In first place from Group B. So nice to see some good sportsmanship. The handshakes coming through there. But it's going to hurt there for Juventus. Just a couple of games away from making it to day 2 as well.
It was close because Group B only has 3 teams in it. And only Juventus will be the one knocked out from that group stage. We'll have, of course, after all the games, I believe we're going to have the results screen and all the stuff that's going to continue tomorrow as well. But of course, first place of Group A will be going against the second place of Group B, and the vice versa. Group B first place, second place Group A. Yes.
Right. First and seconds play each other from both groups.
Yeah, that'll be the semifinals best of 3 starting tomorrow, of course.
So we already know 2 of our teams that have advanced. It's going to be Vengeance in first place from Group B, and then Plan B advancing in second place from Turkey. So they will both advance on to the semifinals, and now we have to take a brief break before we come back with our final game of the night. We made it, G-Clef, all the way.
I know.
All the way.
We're
No
still-
tiebreakers to come. It's okay, still a potential for a tiebreaker.
Maybe.
These are the
Very,
stars would
very
have
low.
to magically align. But you're right.
But that's how Earth formed, you know?
The stars aligning.
The Big Bang.
That's not stars aligning, though. There were no stars at that point.
But that's how everything was made.
Whatever you believe,
Basically.
G-Clef, I respect your opinion.
Yes.
Either way, it's most likely going to be a very close game. And I can't wait to watch it. Always a pleasure to watch a strong team like Tokyo.
Striker.
Okay, I'm glad you finished that for me.
Yes.
Tokyo Strikers. You got my back, G-Clef. Like Tokyo Strikers come out. We'll watch them play against a very strong Latin American team when we come back with our final match of the day. Don't go anywhere.